This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made.
Well, this is the day. And as we know, it's still the month of wisdom, the month of yellow, and coming from our solar plexus, our place of power and energy. And today's talk is at one with God. Now, this is really something we talk about quite a lot. It's foundational to Unity's teaching. We claim there's one power, one presence in the universe and in our lives, God. And we even know that God is a very small word for a grand, grand thing. So we use substance and principle and divine nature, grand abundance, and certainly love. So we start this by looking at Scripture, 1 John chapter 2, verse 6. This is so beautifully put forth. Whoever says, now remember, what we say is what we experience. There's power in what we claim. I abide in him. Let's say that together. I abide in him. Ought to walk in the same way as he walked. Now, who's he? Jesus. And Jesus to us is that master teacher, the way shower, the enlightened, the awakened heart that we all have within us and all are striving to be more in tune with that, at one with God, with every breath, with every step. So this is just saying, when we claim, I abide in him, I am one with God. Let's say that. I am one with God.
I am one.
Yes. And we talk about this, we read about it, we sing about it. But how often in our day-to-day moments are we aware that we are one with the very power that creates the universe? Anyone aware of that in each and every moment? Oh, I still get to keep my job. If there's someone out there who's really got it, they should be up here, not me. I'm still learning this. And at one with God is a process. We don't choose that we're one with God and okay, it's done. What's for dinner? We need to keep choosing it over and over again. I have great respect for the Unity writers, especially the women. And H. Emily Cady wrote a whole collection of books, but one in particular is Lessons in Truth. And this is a quote from Lessons in Truth. No person or thing in the universe, no chain of circumstances can by any possibility interpose itself between you and all joy, all good. That means there is nothing outside of you, no thing outside of you, that comes between you and your connection to God. In fact, all events are neutral. War, drought, argument, all events are neutral. Spiritually, when we come to know this value, then we can say, wow, look what I've created. I've created a reaction. I'm upset about this. And then we can look how wonderful we are that we can create all this anger, all this shame, all this doubt. We're the creator of everything that we experience in reaction to something outside of us that's completely neutral. Because we can choose to respond to anything outside us however we choose. And I would say, by the wisdom of Byron Katie, that when we argue with what is, it's the result of most of our pain. What is. And we do it all the time. Anyone wake up this morning and argue against reality? I know it sounds insane, but I think we just do it because it's so entertaining. It gives us something to focus on. Me, myself, and I. Like, I have changed in my ability to remember things. Now, for all of my life until about 2 years ago, if I put my phone down, or if Owen put his phone down and I saw where it was, until I die, I would know where those things were. I put my phone down now, and 5 seconds later, I have no idea where it is. Oh. I know this might seem odd to you, but if I argue with it, if I complain about it, if I shame myself about it, how dare you used to be able to do that? It doesn't help at all. What helps is, I don't know where it is. Where might it be? Now I'm in the present moment. And in the present moment, likely, and I do find it. Or there's always the one, Owen, would you call my phone? Oh, there it is. Right where I put it. Okay, so nothing outside of us has any power over our ability to be one with God. We're always one with the presence, our Christ consciousness, the light, the love. And the only thing that comes between us and that ultimate truth is us. Therein lies the reason why we talk about this so often, because it's a spiritual journey to peel away the layers of the past and the future that get in the way of just being one with all that is, and stop arguing about it. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Let's go on. Elizabeth Santurner, another unity writer of great wisdom, she says, in order for us to take advantage of the atonement Jesus made for us, it is imperative that we follow him. Now, this is right in line with that scripture that we read. Now, atonement is just the at-one-ment, that knowing the truth. Jesus, as a man, awakened to the highest truth and lived from that place while walking on the planet. Not for a very long time. But even when he was nailed to a cross, he was in full knowledge of his oneness with God. And since all events are neutral, we don't have to get into a car accident or divorce 5 different spouses or burn our books or challenge our garden by saying, you're gonna grow pomegranates, but you only planted tomato seeds. We do argue about the strangest things. When we acknowledge that we are on the same journey as our way-shower Jesus, of affirming and knowing our Christ light is bright within us. As he said, the kingdom of heaven is within. It's not out there. It's right here. And from this place is a wellspring of being able to forgive the pain, forgive ourselves for arguing, forgiving the past, accepting what is, and then moving forward. And we do it on a daily basis. So, our personal exploration, oh, no, I'm not there yet. There's another woman of unity that's lighting my heart, Martha Smock. And she says, when you feel right with God, at one with God, at peace with God, then all situations in your life will feel the effect of this inner attunement. It's grace. And when we can, any moment that we can get to that peace of being in oneness with God, it's an issue of self-love. So this is our personal exploration. Open yourself in prayer. I love this new way of describing it. When Linda Martello-Whitsitt was here and did the workshop on moving prayer, she talked about opening ourselves in prayer, opening ourselves to God, opening ourselves to acceptance, opening ourselves to love. The next one is actively read spiritual literature. Now, each of us has literature that gives us inspiration. For many, it's the Bible, or the Daily Word, or Science of Mind, or Deepak Chopra, or Eknath Easwaran. Find that spiritual literature and take some time. You don't need to read a book a day, but read some passages. Get inspired by truth of wisdom. Welcome back. The air conditioning is working and it's vibrating. That's what that is. It's the air conditioner filter vibrating against the grate there. It's back. Now all of us are focused on the sound up there. Let's come back to 3. Be service to others. Now this is a community that understands sacred service. But it's so rewarding to give what is ours to easily give. We don't want to give blood every time we give. We want to give from our overflow. And that brings that to someone else who's lacking in that. And it can be for other people, for the planet, for the garden, for the air, for health and vitality. Service to others is, and also I find that when I'm in service to others, all of my problems melt away. I like that. And the other is follow your awakening heart. It can be tempting to follow other people. If I do what they do, if I hold my head a certain way or hold my mouth a certain way, then I'm going to be like them. No, we each have to do this in our own way. What our co-founders, Myrtle and Charles Fillmore, always taught is that each of us is a true student, and each of us must come to our own understanding. It's an inside job. And follow your awakening heart. Your heart knows. And that's our journey, being at one with God. Thank you.